Okay, let's start.
Okay.
So we'll start with module mentor mentee question one first, lah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can refer to your module, lah, the one we discussed, the first question.
Yeah.
So we have three columns here: expenditure, price index, and weightage.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing when you see this question, you must look at these three keywords, lah: expenditure, price index, and weightage. So then we just analyze the table, look at the info here, and then we look at the question, find values of x and y. So see the first equation, sum of x and y is 110. So that is the important info. La. So we will
Mm-hmm.
take that as our first equation. La. And then the second info is composite index they gave already. Only 2 years we are comparing. So easy. La. We just use one formula like this. And then must know the formula. La. This one is sum of index times weightage over sum of weightage. So formula will come into the mind is composite index. So we'll just times all these values just like how we find the mean formula, and then we will solve the normal like this, form equation.
Mm-hmm.
Then from this first equation we have to get the y lah, so that we can put it back inside this, and then normal algebraic we'll get x is 108 lah, and then we sub back x is 108 into 3, we will get y equals 2. So here you can see I labeled where are the marks allocated. So see here first mark is when you can form x plus y equals 110, because that is a
Mm-hmm.
step how you form an equation from the given info. So that is one mark. And then second is how you use this formula. La. So always show this part, how you sub inside the values. La, because that is where the marks come from. Don't skip this part. And then this is the third mark, because this is what we will put in the fourth mark la, to get the final answer, and then another substitution to get another answer. La. So that is
Mm-hmm.
basically for that question. La. Any
Yeah. Okay.
question?
Nope. No question.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's 5 marks. Now you see your second question, the
Yeah. The B
1B.
card.
Yeah, wait, I write on top here, my working. You have the book by your side, right? Like notebook to write down anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
The book I using.
Okay.
Pencil box. Pencil box. Okay.
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 So the first info you can recognize here is the composite index last they give. So
Oh.
not quite
Oh
direct,
yeah.
because they give the price index and weightage already, so we can apply it to here lah, this formula. So
Yeah.
let me see my working how I did. Meanwhile, you can copy also this one,
This one. Yeah. Okay.
the important steps so that you don't miss out.
193.2. Is it 1914?
Which one?
The composite index for 14.
143.2, yeah. 14.
Oh,
I won't write everything because I skip some steps so that easier.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we stop at this first part because they ask find positive value of x. So we'll apply the index, the composite index formula again So let's see. So this part, this the first mark you'll get because this is your knowledge on the chapter itself, and then after that is forming this equation So after you do all the steps you group the like terms and then make it into quadratic form and then simplify. This is the second mark and then uh, next is finding the positive value of x So here you write rejected
Yeah.
Then this is the third mark, and then next is must substitute back
Yeah. It's positive value.
But usually in the exam, you can doesn't mean you need to write as simplified as this You can show all the steps as well, so that you don't make careless mistakes. So sometimes you go fast like this, there's a higher chance that this one might get wrong, maybe careless mistake So just write all the steps in the exam.
Okay.
Then this one is the next mark You substitute inside here This one. This and two. And then the last one is interpret So interpret is just like how the question asks you how they give an info. The price of milk increases by 10%. So you need to interpret that price index is 110 So we'll write a conclusion. Okay. This is another mark the last mark, N3. And this also is 5/5 so total 10 marks, one question. But then this is one of the rare questions that come because usually they divide it into A, B, C, D, like how I send you. This one is just two parts like that, and a lot of parts in one part. So not really predicted to come out this one like this.
So very rare.
Yeah, quite rare. Because only two parts, so don't expect it. And it's quite long for each part, so might not be suitable.
Yeah.
Copy the right? Copy the D.
Yep.
Okay, so the next thing is about the what's
Question
the
2.
other one I sent you, just the trial questions from each state lah, for you to practice. That one, the first question you did. So that one I'll
This one,
discuss lah, cause it's better. It's more like an complete exam question. This one. So this one is better. Usually, you'll always find there is 4 items that they'll always ask to calculate on. Usually, the question will give 4. So must be careful which price index you take, because the more they give, the more confusing which info you want to take, and then solve one question like that. Because they will be specific in some question. Then the last one they ask overall composite index. Okay. So in the question, item B 2020 base 2019 is 125. And then item D something is 130. So what you understand from the first equation, this one, the first information? You can tell in terms of a mathematical equation.
125 for the year 2020 and 2019.
Yeah, so it's something like this, right? You mean like this? You can type out there so later in the chat box I can see, because it's tough to read this. You won't know how to read this also. So then this also is the same thing, no? This is 130. So we look for the first. Oh, wait, this one we must interpret lah, because it's in terms of percentage. So I mean, this is 100 plus Q lah, and then it's 90, and then this is 115. And then so first they ask to find P and Q. So P and Q. So wait, let me take the solution. So first they ask to find P and Q. So we will base on this the price index given. This is the long question that I showed you. So first P and Q, we are focusing on item B and D. So we have to use the price index given here 184, and P is what we want to find but they give the percentage here. So the first one we'll do is for item B and then the second is item D. So like I said, we separate into half for each item, so it looks 0. So I 2020 base 2019 is 125. So here we will solve like how I do exactly everything.
130.
Get 130.
130.
For P I mean for Q. Yeah. Right.
It's 125.
Yeah.
We're doing Q.
Yeah. I just write it out. So we see the common year here given is 2019. So we'll try to eliminate that first. But for P, since it's based on 2017, and the info here is 2020 also here and 2020 also here. So we'll
Yeah.
eliminate these two lah to
Mm-hmm.
get for P. And then wait, let's find for P first. Under P 2020.
1 to 5.
Wait, let me think. This one is P, so you have that info 2020 base 2019. Oh, and then this info I forgot to write. Yeah, this part.
Sure.
The I 2019 base 2017 is 115. So the common year here is 2019 lah. So we'll eliminate that. And you see, it makes sense that 2017 and 2020 is the p value we are finding. 2020 base 2017. So that's the logic lah. So this equation we'll rewrite here lah. Switch sides. I drag here because later you cannot see.
Okay.
So this is the first one we have lah, first equation. And then is the 1151. So P 2019 over P 2017 times 100 equals 115. So P 2019. Actually, you can solve in your head can lah to be faster. So P 2019 100 115 115 over 100. So this is the second equation. So if we let this equals to this lah, so that we can eliminate this here P 2019. So wait, now they are here. So 100 over 125 P 2020 is equals to 115 over 100 P 2017. So now we'll find the P lah since it's the I. So I 2020 over 2017. We go back to the base formula lah. Same thing. Remember this part at the back must times 100 because because we are doing this method, so we need to times 100 at the back. Follow back the formula. So this will be 115 over 100 times 125 over 100 times 100. And then this one also must be careful because we are inversing this thing.
Yeah.
Because here is divide, so here when you times it will be 125 over 100. Huh?
Yep.
And then we'll times 100, so cut these two. You have your calculator, can you check the value of this?
Yeah. 115 by 100 times 125. 143.75.
Was that the one we got earlier? Should be the same, I think. Based on what you did, I think.
Q.
P value.
Oh, P. P. Oh, P. P. 149.50.
149. Wait, let me see. Sometimes there can be mistakes also. So P 2020.
Yeah. The item B should be 130.
Item B 130. Wait.
The I 2020.
But the info on the question gave 125. So correct this one.
125 is finding Q.
No, this one for B is 125 because they say respectively. Oh yeah, you're right. Correct. I know. 130.
Yeah.
So then I think should get there. Wait, let me see. Change this, change this, change this. 130, 130. This is 130. So sun should be 130. So you press 115 times 130, 130.
149.50.
Now it's correct. This is the answer.
Yeah.
So that is for P. That's how to find. So the same thing for Q. So I won't repeat that one. Only thing for Q is the last one you must minus by 100 because it's percentage. That's the only thing. Other than that, it's the same steps.
Mm-hmm.
So next one is B. Actually, B also is the same thing because it's playing with that same method. So we'll go to C because it's the same exact same explanation.
Yeah.
So this one is composite index. So always have this table in mind while you are doing for composite index because sometimes the question goes up to 4 marks.
Yeah.
So 4 marks, one will go of course to substitute the values you have into the formula. And then one more is definitely your answer. So 2 more might be coming from here. The values you get here, which is the sum of weightage is what? And the sum of
Index weightage.
times weightage, yeah. So this is the 2 more marks. I think one more will make 4, correct? So wait, I'll show first. Okay, so this one will times by. I don't think you have to show the timesing part. It just times in your calculator. You can do 184 times 3 for me, please.
184 times 3. 552.
Okay. 149.5 times 2.
299.
Okay, thank you. So now composite index of 2020 base 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do this one.
Yeah.
So now I can plus these things for me 160, 552, 480, and 299.
Your question is 100, right?
160.
100. 1491.
1491. So the answer should be 149.1, which is correct. Yeah. That's the composite index. And then, so this is the marks probably here. So you have to write down here what is the total weightage. So we got 10. And then this is 1491. So this is the second mark. And then here, this part where you substitute inside, you get another mark also, your value here. So you must be careful when you are counting all this, because if here is wrong, you will lose 2 marks, and then here also you will put the wrong value, so another mark lost. Then answer also will be wrong, so get finally 0 mark. That's the only thing. So here is one more mark.
Okay.
Yeah. So that should be, and then yeah, that is question 1. Copy it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Drink water first. So now I'll explain on the textbook lah, how the textbook gives the definitions lah for the two parts.
Mm-hmm.
So this one you can copy lah in your notebook because I don't think you have it.
Okay.
So basically in this chapter there is only two types of indexes you will learn lah, which is price index and composite index. So that's why you can see this chapter is very short because it's only playing with two things. Even the exam questions they will ask based on this and this only lah, nothing else. So um, so index number mean price index. So always when we talk about index numbers, we will play with 2 years lah. So it's a change of a variable. So we will talk about mass, anything, price. So usually price we will use the symbol P when we write the index formula, like index 2020 base 2019 is P 2020 over P 2019 100 lah. But if you use if you're talking about a quantity like you don't have the symbol RM in front, so you're not indicating price. You will use the symbol Q. So that is one thing. But I don't think that's that important. As long as you show the correct calculation, you can get it. So types of index numbers might be useful because this is the type of questions they can ask. From here, the examples from consumer price index. I think this one you have heard of it quite often. Air quality index. You always check, right? Actually, we don't notice it also as an index because it's a measure. Sometimes we see that the pollution rate increases beyond 100.
Yeah.
So 100 is like considered unhealthy level. I mean, this one is unhealthy, correct? So above this is very unhealthy, they will call. After that is dangerous. Then it's hazardous. So even road accidents is considered as statistical measure. Because we can plot a bar graph on it. So if you put here and here, time and number of road accidents, this can be a question already. You can ask on price, on index lab. So we'll use the symbol Q because it's not related to price at all.
Right.
Number. So like this, we can put a range of year 2015, 2016, 2017, So let's say this is 80, 100, 120, 140. Now mind, this one they'll give in table. This is the number, so we'll put 2, 4, 6, 8.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give bars like this. So what does this actually represent? These values on this y-axis.
The number increase.
In terms of price index, the formula. Composite index, not price index.
Composite.
Yeah.
Weightage.
Yeah, correct. So that's the thing they'll ask you to analyze from this graph. They won't give you, especially in the table, the weightage. They might give a table down here and also separately a graph on top, but this graph is indicating the weightage each year. So you have to read it, read the scale on the graph, and then you can find the composite index easily. So that is it about price index actually. Next is composite. I'll give an example in the textbook for you to try, so that will be easier, easier reference. So this is the important formula. This is what the one they give in the formula sheet I sent you. This one.
Yeah.
So Q0 is base year, base quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Q1 is particular year. And if you notice the price index question, Q1, the year here is always greater than the year here. Like it's 2009, base 2007. So you have to base something in front compared to the one behind. You cannot go opposite because it won't make sense. The price index will go opposite direction. So we try one question. Okay, this one. Take your time to solve, huh? No need to be so fast.
Okay.
Actually, if you notice this table, right, quite rarely you find a price index above 200. Usually, we see price index is below the range of even 190 or so. I haven't seen. So it's quite high. The increase is quite high within 8 years if you interpret the data, 2011 to 2019, because the base is 100. So means 125% increase, which is quite high. For just a drink, it's a particular type of drink. Okay, so this is the first part.
Yeah. Find the value of P.
Yeah. Everything will be inside this table and you can't find any extra info.
Okay. P.
I
That
also
one, the
thought, to be fair.
2000. Mhm.
So you can see this is the same type of trend, lah. The method that I use, comparing 3 different years.
Uh, it was all 100 same.
Yeah, base year is always the same price index. You have calculator by your side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me when you're done, no? Share your answer.
Okay.
You done?
Not yet. Still doing.
Okay.
You done, dear?
Yeah.
So fast.
Oh my god, I made careless mistake. No wonder the answer different. Yeah, I got the answer already.
What's the equation one?
You have to base on the price index given here.
Which
So this is the first one. So can you convert this into price index form?
was that?
use this symbol. Can type in the chat box so that I can see. It's easier. Because I don't think you can read that one. It's quite long.
Okay. What's next?
For 2013 base 2011.
Oh.
No need to type so long. Just type a short form.
Right, what? What's the formula?
Don't need formula. Just start with the basic equation. How you write, like this one, I A over B equals this one.
Uh, 2013. 2013. Just to correct.
Wait, let me check. So we have I 20. Let me see. Equals 150. You must include the times 100 part. Don't forget. Because that value you can't solve. You need another number to shift here so that you can solve for 1 year.
Okay.
That's the times by 100. Because this is the base year. I think the rest can solve already.
Yeah.
Actually, the answer is already given in the question. It's 150.
What?
But it's not. It's coincidentally the answer is 150. You should get 150 for P.
I... 19.
I solve on the board each time. Don't look here. This is the answer.
Wait, what to put here? Okay.
Have you done for the first part? For I 2013 base 2011. Oh.
Okay.
Um.
Correct.
Wait. Oh, this is 2019 base 2011. Wait. I do first. Wait. I can check with my dear. So final one you get is 9 over 4.
4. Yeah. 9 over 4.
Oh, this you went straight to 2019 base 2011 lah.
Uh-huh.
So
What's right here? This one is the
ah
2019 and
3.
Did you do? Oh yeah, that's correct lah. Yeah, you did this part first lah. 2019 base 2011.
Yeah.
Other one is 2013 base 2011. Did you write that?
Oh, I didn't do that.
That one is one more info. This one is the answer already. You did.
Oh,
You wrote for I 2019. That is the final part you should do after you do these two. This is the final one you must write.
oh,
After, in the middle of those two, left is the one, right is 2013 base 2011. So
okay.
that's how it should do. Because you can't use this info anyway, because we don't have another two info from here and here. After we get these two, only we can apply this range of year 2019 base 2013.
Okay.
I think that should be okay, Adi. Later you can send the working you did to me private message. I will check.
Okay, private message.
Yeah, but you can tell now if you got the 150.
Okay.
Actually, that is basically it for price index. Next is composite index. The next week, that one.
Okay.
You're doing the second part now.
Yeah.
Okay. Soon you should be able to do it faster because exam there's limited time.
Yeah.
Surely you can. I write down the final part so that you can check and see whether the equation is correct.
Okay.
This one is 2019. This part already, the last part before we find the answer. So this should be this one. You should get the final step in between those left and right hand side.
Yes.
Got it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's, I think after that, if you solve algebraic, then it should be okay already. Just the final part, you need to times 100 after you shift this here. 100 or 150 times 225 over 100 times 100. So only two things here must be careful is this part you must inverse from here. And then
Yeah.
the last part is times 100 because that is the formula for price index. Then you should get the answer. Yeah. That should be price index done, Adi.
Yep.
can open your camera for a while. I take screenshot.
So,
Okay. No need to post.
I'm studying.
Okay, wait, I take chat box also. Okay, done. Later I will you can send that exercise that you did this one to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will give you the question, the textbook
Okay.
for just the price index. We focus on price index first. Composite index exercise we do next week.
Next week. Next week.
Yeah, next Friday. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too.
Wait, I stop recording first.